Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready?
Hey, let me tell you something. You're listening to Roundtable Sports Talk, bringing you the latest, hottest, and up-to-date sports news across the world. With your hosts, Austin and Brett.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Welcome back, everybody. Brett and I here with some more topics for you. We'll say what's up, Brett. It's been about a week since we've done another show.
Yep, about a week.
Had to postpone it a couple of days for my drinking habits.
Alcoholic.
We're going to jump right into the MLB All Star Break. Mainly the Home Run Derby because that was the most entertaining.
That was your boy.
It was my boy. Aaron Judge took the title home against Miguel Sanu.
It was close. All by one.
Well, I watched it, and he had 2.5 minutes left when he won.
2.5 minutes.
Just as soon as he hit that 11th one, they called it. But he hit 23 in the first round. That was crazy.
No, that was insane.
I'm not sure what the record is.
Nah, I didn't look it up.
Justin Bohr had 22 in the first round. Cody Bellinger 15. Your dude Charlie Blackmon 14.
Yeah.
Sano 11. Moustakas 10. Sanchez 17 and
Giancarlo Stanton
with 16, and then it was Gary Sanchez and Miguel Sano in the semifinals. Aaron Judge versus Cody Bellinger. Then obviously Sano and Judge went, and like I said, Judge probably could have hit 20 if the time would have ran out. So
yeah, but they stop it after.
Yeah. As soon as you go up in the final round, obviously,
yeah, it's game over.
So I only caught the final round of that.
I watched
and Hooters.
I watched the second round and all the way through. So
yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, for him to be that, I mean, I think he's like 6'6", 280.
He's a big boy.
That is gigantic, man.
Who can swing a bat?
He just looks so huge. Yeah, it's crazy. He can even move that fast to hit the ball. The All Star, the AL beat the NL
by 1.
2-1.
That last homer Robinson Cano hit the 10th. Got the MVP for that.
Yeah, I watched nothing.
I watched a couple innings and I just turned it off.
I did watch the start of the celebrity game, and it was pretty stupid. Jamie Foxx was in it, and the dude from Walking Dead was in it, Abraham.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I guess after he got his head smashed in with a bat, he wanted to go be in the All-Star game. I thought it was kind of a sick joke. Like,
really?
You kill the character out with a baseball bat, and now he's in the baseball All-Star or Celebrity All-Star game. Kind of weird. So
with no barbed wire.
Yeah, with no barbed wire this time. So that was, about it for the All-Star.
It's not too exciting, you know. Any All-Star.
Well, it's not as much. It's just a home run derby in though.
That's the only interesting thing.
Which one was it that had his dad pitching to him? One of them in the All-Star and the home run derby had their dad pitch to him because there's always like one person who does that.
I'm not sure.
It wasn't Aaron Judge. I know that. I just remember there being a father-son duo in there somewhere.
Sucks that Marlin didn't do anything.
I know.
Lost in the first round.
Yeah. Oh, well. Sucks.
Well, Giancarlo Stanton is the highest paid baseball player. Mm-hmm. At least the outfielder.
Couldn't even get out of the first round.
$300 million and he still can't get out of the first round.
What position does Aaron Judge even play?
Aaron Judge?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's the outfielder.
That big?
I think so.
Like he needs to be a shortstop.
A shortstop?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think the dude's awesome, but I don't know anything about his fielding ability. I just know what he does at the plates enough. I have to look that up for me real quick because
I'm getting there.
But normally when dudes are that big, they're catchers.
Yeah, you would think so.
Catchers are normally the bigger guys.
So, let's see. We're getting there.
Aaron Judge, rookie Yankees. He's a right fielder.
Ah, so he's outfield.
Oh, he's 6'7". I thought he was 6'6".
Oh,
wow, that's a giant right fielder. Okay.
6'7".
That's, holy crap. I didn't know he was, I knew he was 6'6", same thing, but I didn't think he was an outfielder. That's crazy. Go Yankees, I guess.
Go Yankees.
Also on TV this weekend, if you caught it, was the 2017 Espy Awards. The great late Peyton Manning hosted.
Oh, man, he was talking it up. Comedy show.
He's so good at being funny.
It was hilarious.
And he's always been that way. Even with his commercials with Eli from back in the day, he's always been hilarious on camera.
Nationwide commercial, Papa John's.
All of them. And then what did he say to Kevin Durant? He said,
The U.S. women's Olympic
team was so dominant that even Kevin Durant was thinking about joining. And then Kevin Durant was the only one in the entire place who did not crack a smile.
And then what was funny was when he's like, what do you think, Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, well, because the whole time it showed them, like when he was making jokes, they were both just like this.
Like, really?
Like, they weren't even, I mean, they're sitting wherever far apart, but they both had the same expression. There were so many memes about that.
I mean, they each brought in an award. Russell Westbrook got the best male athlete.
Yep.
And Kevin Durant got the best championship performance.
Which he didn't even average a triple-double like LeBron did, but whatever.
He scored more than 34 points a game.
He didn't average a triple-double. But anyway, we're going to run through just some of the key awards they handed out.
The one I liked was the Jimmy V
for
Perseverance Award.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was. Jarius Robertson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He I've seen a few of his press conferences. He's a big New Orleans Saints fan.
Really?
And I saw a video on Twitter about him doing a press conference. And this is the funniest little kid you would ever think.
Really, I haven't seen it.
But I'm not going to go into full detail about that. But
yeah.
he was cracking up.
Some other ones here. Best female athlete, Simone Biles.
Simone.
Yeah.
U.S. gymnastics team.
I really thought that would have went to like Serena.
You would think.
For winning, I don't want to call it a tournament, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
She won like a major or something in tennis, being pregnant. She's the best championship. The breakthrough athlete of the year was Dak Prescott. I mean, I would have picked Zeke for that, but okay.
Well,
record-breaking performance was Michael Phelps, extended his gold medal and most Olympic medal record. Best game was Patriots and Falcons at the Super Bowl, which, I mean, it's not a bad game to put there because obviously it did come down to the last play, blah, blah, blah. But it was terrible first half if you're a Patriots fan or just a football fan in general because of a blowout. I definitely would have put the Clemson and Alabama state national title game there because that one was crazy.
Oh, yeah. That should have won it, but...
best comeback athlete, Jordy Nelson. I agree with that. He was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Best play was the Aaron Rodgers played Jared Cook. I remember that in the divisional round on the sideline. Best team, Golden State, obviously. That's for... Yeah, that would be this past year because they won. Okay. Because I didn't know which,
no, it was
how the calendar works for that.
Yeah, it was this past.
Best NFL player, Aaron Rodgers. Best MLB player, Mike Trout. Hockey, Sidney Crosby. Best NBA player, still LeBron.
Yes.
WNBA player, Candace Parker, which she is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Male golfer, Sergio Garcia. Female golfer, Araya Jutongarn? I don't really know how to pronounce that. Male tennis player, Roger Federer. Obviously.
He just won the Wimbledon
today.
So.
Best female tennis player, Serena, obviously. Best male college athlete, Deshaun Watson, which rightfully deserved there. Best female college athlete, Kelly Barnhall, Florida softball. Shout out. Let's see what else do we have here. Best MLS player for anyone who loves soccer, David Villa from New York City.
Which you didn't agree with that.
No, because David Villa has never been that. I mean, he's been good, but he's never been great to me. So
right.
I feel like... But at MLS, obviously it's just like in the U.S., so
right.
He is very good.
How about best bowler? Jason Belmonte.
Don't know anything about that, but I'm glad he won, whoever that is. U.S. Olympic athlete, Michael Phelps, male and then female. Didn't I already say that?
Yeah, but that was best female.
Wait, so did they win 2 different awards?
Yes.
Because I said her name earlier.
Best female athlete and best female U.S. Olympic athlete.
Oh, okay, so they both did win. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So they got those 2 awards. And then other than Peyton Manning cracking a bunch of jokes and doing skits.
That was the ESPYs award.
That was the ESPYs.
Not much.
Yeah, which like I said, I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but I love Peyton Manning, so that made it awesome to me.
Of course
anyway.
You love Peyton Manning.
We can swing into a little bit of NBA offseason. A bunch of stuff we kind of figured would happen other than the fact that Harden's extension.
That came off the fly.
Yeah. So much money. 4 years, $228 million. Like, holy cow. And I don't know if we've talked about that on here yet. I don't know if we've talked about that on here yet in our last show.
The 4-year, $220 million?
Yeah.
No.
Because I know we talked about him making like $57. It's like a second or something. Or I know it's like he makes like $57,000 per game this coming year.
Yes.
Or something like that. But I don't remember what it was per second. So And to stay on the Rockets, obviously, they're talking about trading to get Carmelo.
It's hot. They're trying to get Carmelo's trying to get out of there.
It's pretty much going to happen. I think they'd even go into like a 3-team trade. I'm not sure who the third team is at the moment.
But they're trying to. Speaking on the Knicks, the former Kings vice president, Scott Perry, took the GM job.
I'm not sure who that is.
I didn't pay much attention. It was just something. And they're promoting Steve Mills from GM to president, so to fill that Phil Jackson spot.
This Steve Mills guy is in trouble because the whole Knicks organization is in trouble.
Yeah.
Back on the Rockets, though, they're going to be better, obviously, with Chris Paul there and Harden still there for at least 4 more years or whatever. I
still don't know why they traded that many players to get Chris Paul.
And now you're trying to get Carmelo, who, I mean, no doubt you're going to be better. Now, if they were in the Eastern Conference, I said they have a hell of a chance of being like the 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah.
But being in the West, I don't know.
The West is too powerful.
Yeah. And the West is at the point, because the Rockets made the playoffs last year.
Yes.
So at the point where even if you make the playoffs, you might not get out of the first round. And I don't know if Carmelo is still clutch. I don't know if he's still savage. I don't know if he can still play defense.
I didn't watch the Knicks, so I have no idea.
No one has. And he has. It's not like he's been, I don't want to say he hasn't been trying, but.
It's that knee.
He hasn't been able to do enough. So, but I mean, you go and you put him with Harden. With Chris Paul, you might make something. You might make it, but you're only going to make it for a year.
Yeah, you ain't making
maybe 2 if you're lucky, because Carmelo doesn't have too many years left. That's why he's trying to float. He's trying to stay above water right now and at least be in the talk of a championship.
So, I mean, and they've been talking to Adam Silver about if they're going to reconsider the powerhouse of the East and the West, or the East and the West.
I don't think they should do anything about it, because just like the NFL and every other league out there, it'll eventually level out. Just right now, it's crazy. I mean,
the West is stacking.
Yeah, and that's because they're performing better and guys want to go there. Eventually, it'll even back out. I don't know if I see any of the big name guys like coming to the East, like trading or anything like that. But I just feel like there'll be powers in the East that'll rise.
You might see the Celtics.
I mean, it's not like the East is bad. They're just not as good.
Right.
Like, if you take the Cavs and the Warriors out of the NBA, it's a crapshoot between each conference to me.
Yeah, which makes it good to watch in the finals. So
it'll be interesting all year long. Like we've talked
you already
about.
know it's going to be a repeat.
I think it is. I think the conference championship games is going to be Cleveland and the Celtics, which is what it was last year.
Yeah.
And then it'll be I think Golden State.
You think the Spurs still have it?
I think the Spurs are there. If Kawhi doesn't go down, that's a hell of a series. But, so I think it's a repeat in both of those, because I don't see the Rockets going far. I don't see OKC might surprise somebody.
I don't know. It's the Paul George. I don't know.
OKC would need to avoid the Spurs and Golden State. And then until, like, their best bet is to go into the conference final against Golden State rather than have to play the Spurs in a round and then to get to Golden State. And then you're going to be worn the hell out.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
That'll be those are the 3 teams obviously everyone's watching over there.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, we'll slide off to a little bit of boxing topic here. All week long, Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather have had their press conferences because the fight's in, a month and a week, something like that.
Yeah, so.
So they're doing their, their hype, their propaganda, their whatever you want to call it tour. They've went to like 5 different cities. They went to New York, I think LA, Vegas. I'm not sure where else.
I think they went international as well.
Yeah. So if you've watched any of it, it's been stupid. I mean, everyone loves it and is eating it up. I don't like it. I think it's all just...
It's hype.
Well, it's staged. Yeah, it's written out. Like, you're not going to tell me 2 guys who want to beat each other's face in are going to sit on stage and throw shade at each other for an hour.
And it was shade.
and not swing on somebody. There's not anyone that I know that's going to let someone talk to them like that for an hour and not swing.
What would you do if you're sitting there and you're like, why do you have a book bag? You can't even read. Would you? Yeah, you can't tell me he didn't want to stand up and just knock him out.
Yeah, it's all just about the money and making people buy the fight.
Did you see how much the HD pay-per-view was?
$100.
It was $100.
And it's stupid because for bars and stuff, it's extra money. You have to pay like that price for however many they can hold in the restaurant.
Right. So
that's why they charge so much to get into those fights. So, and I think the non-HD is like $80.
I'm
so
sure
it's
like
not much better.
No, you might as well just pay.
But everyone's gonna watch it. This is literally like the fight of our decade, the last decade.
And I don't know.
Because the Pacquiao Mayweather doesn't have nothing on this right now. Like
the promotion is just insane.
I feel like they did one like promotion, like meet and greet, trash talking deal. They did like 7
in a
for this
week.
Yeah, in a week, and it was stupid. I mean, Mayweather's throwing money around, and he's actually really, really bad at trash talking.
Yeah,
Connor's good because MMA is like that. Boxing isn't like that. When they go to box for a match, I don't think you as the public see them until like the night of the fight. Right. MMA, they have their weigh-ins and they do meet. Remember Rousey and Holmes?
Yeah, Rousey and Holmes.
They met up and trash talk a little bit. So it's really the Dana White show. He runs it and likes that because you see the whole time while Connor's talking, like Dana's laughing and Mayweather's little whatever you want to call him, the dude, goes around with him. He's laughing and joking. Like you can tell Mayweather's like trying not to smile.
Yeah.
And McGregor's trying not to smile. And it's a lot like wrestling to me right now. And it's kind of stupid. Like it's funny. It's going to sell tickets, but at the end
I liked his pinstripe suit. Did you see that?
Yeah. It said FU on it, I think.
Yeah. All the way down the pinstripe.
Yeah. That was pretty slick. But I don't know how true that even was.
It could have been Photoshopped.
Because I've only seen it in memes and stuff, and you can't put that on public television.
No.
So
it could be fake. But
I don't know how true that was.
If it was, man, he must have spent some money because if you could pinstripe that all the way down. And
like they're purposely making, McGregor show up in suits and Mayweather show up in like jumpsuits and, then they had Mayweather come out in like a big polar bear coat or McGregor. But I did see from one of his fights previously, he had worn something like that before. Mm-hmm. Big stupid coat like that.
I don't know.
So I think it's dumb. I mean, just, but you know what? If they're that ready, just bump the fight ahead and do it next week.
Yeah, you're hyping it up for like a month away. Yeah. The hype's going to go down.
It might, but I doubt it. Everyone's been pumped for this for like 2 years.
I don't see it. I don't see it going past 5 rounds.
Yeah, as far as the fight itself, which hopefully I pray is not staged.
Yeah,
I think
it would ruin boxing.
I think if it goes at least 5, Mayweather wins because that means he's ducked and dodged enough to get there, and McGregor's going to get tired of slinging haymakers
because it's more rounds.
And by 5 rounds, Mayweather's going to have box him so much. But if Conor can connect 3 or 4 times early, because I don't know how Floyd's chin is. They've said Floyd could take a hit all his career. He's had a chin, but. Being 40 years old, I don't know how much of a chin he's got left.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see how McGregor copes with the boxing gloves because I think
it's heavier.
They have. I don't want to say it's normal size gloves that Floyd uses. I think they downsize it a little bit to make it a little more fair.
Kind of like a speed boxing kind of glove.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm not sure though what to find. I'm not going to find out at the night of the fight, really.
I ain't paying $100 to watch it.
No, me either. I'm going to go find somebody who bought it and bring beer. And watch it with them.
Yeah, so
it seems like the vast majority of everyone are pulling for McGregor because Mayweather's always had he's 49-0, and everyone hates the unblemished record.
Yeah,
he's black, so a lot of people don't like him because of that. Apparently, what I've been hearing, Mayweather and them think boxing is a bit racist. Him and his dad, they had an interview about that.
Yeah, I saw.
Because Floyd was like, well, I've been flaunting and driving Bugattis and Lamborghinis for, 20 years, and everyone's, said it's because of my skin, and then now McGregor's doing it, and everyone loves him for it.
Right.
So, a lot of people don't like Mayweather because of his, sexual assault and abuse charges.
You realize that it's with that in any sport.
Yeah, so...
I don't know.
Everyone likes the loudmouth guy right now in sports. If you just look at sports across the board, the loudmouth guy is popular. Draymond Green, Marshawn Lynch, even back to Chad Johnson and Terrell Owens. Everyone likes the loudmouth guy.
Oh, yeah.
like Ron Artest, people like that. They've always been loved when it comes to their talking. So that's kind of where we're at with this. And obviously Floyd is really, really bad at trash talking.
Really bad.
So
we'll bounce off that. Ain't too much to talk about.
Yeah, not a whole lot that happened this week. I really, wanted to talk about the summer league with Lonzo Ball. He has been playing very well, other than his first night, which when he went 11-11-11, the second night that didn't impress me at all. Like, you're a point guard, score more than 11 points. Then I think
more along the lines of like 20.
Yeah.
Plus.
Then I think he scored like 36 the third night. And then I think he scored like 22 and then like 25. I think he's only played like 5 games.
What do you, because I know this has been popping up in the news, him wearing the Kobe's instead of the ZO2s.
I don't really care. He's making money off of his shoe. So yeah. I think that's more of his dad's thing than his thing anyway. But I mean, screw it. I
don't really think the shoes made him play better.
No. Well, it's just like, why would you wear someone else's shoe if you're trying to sell yours and brand yours,
Yeah.
But it is a point where he's at the beginning of his career where he needs to be able to play well. So if the shoes are bothering him,
summer league, it's it's different than regular season.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon Ingram has been taken off for the Lakers, and he is terrible. Which he didn't really play at all last year, being a rookie. So I mean, it's a summer league. It's the spring classic. It's the preseason. It's the Under Armour Bowl. It's it's the young guys who don't get to play against each other.
It's like a hyped up version of college.
He puts 36 up in a regular season game. Props.
Yeah,
you've done it in the summer league, which they're comparing him to Steph and Russ and.
Of course they are. It's they're taking his stats and comparing it the other.
He's averaging almost a triple double in the summer league, which is cool. It's hype.
You come back and talk to me when he averages triple double in the regular season.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to be. He's obviously got talent. Now his team never. I think they got to the Elite Eight in the tournament last year with UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
So he never won a title in college. So I mean, he's good, but he isn't going to be great at any point, I think.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
But the other rookies are playing pretty well, too. Markelle Fultz has been great.
Jason Tatum,
which Markelle got hurt, I think, in the second or third game.
Yeah.
But I think he just sprained his ankle, so he was fine. But he had to be, helped off the court. That was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because that's 76ers, man.
It's the 76ers curse.
There was a thing on Twitter I saw. It was their last 4 first number 1 picks, because they've gotten 7 in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah!
But their last 4 between them, only 53 games have been played. Because they've all got. I think it was Joel Embiid, or maybe it was. Is Jahlil Okafor there?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was Okafor has played 53 games.
Well, Okafor got hurt.
Okay, so then it was Embiid then.
Yes,
that's played 53 games.
Yeah, because remember we talked about this in the first show.
Yep.
About him being a rookie. So
he played 53 games, and the other 3 or 4 number 1 picks they haven't played a game yet. So if they ever could get all those guys healthy, they're probably going to be pretty damn good.
Out of the bottom seed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I think Lonzo's going to be fine for the Lakers. They're not going to make the playoffs or anything, I don't think.
They have to add more talent.
If they're in the East, they might have a shot. But if we're talking about the Rockets with James Harden, Carmelo, and Chris Paul being the 7th or 8th seed, there's no way Lonzo Ball even makes the playoffs.
No. It's too many people. Too many people.
I can't name anyone else on their team other than Brandon Ingram, which I know he's going to start. Because Swaggy P's gone, D'Angelo Russell's gone.
There's a lot. Ain't nobody there.
Dwight Howard's been gone for a couple of years. I think Roy Hibbert's sitting in there somewhere. Jeremy Lin's gone.
Shoot, I don't even know.
I can't.
That's how bad it is. You don't know who the heck plays for them.
If we could travel back in time and go to 2000 and be like, hey,
oh my God,
the Lakers 2017, no one's gonna know a name on the Lakers roster, and Shaq's gonna slap you.
Yeah, that is true. That's when the Lakers were in the front page.
Yep, they haven't been.
They've been.
When was the last year they were good? 2010 when they won it all, or they? Because I know they won it in 2010.
It was right after that season.
Well, after that season is when the Heat started going.
Heat started going. Kobe started getting hurt a lot.
Because they won it, I think, in 2008. No, yeah. And then they lost to the Celtics in 09, I think. And then I think they won it again in 10, I believe.
Hold on. Let's look
Because Kobe and them three-peated from 2000 to 2003.
So they won it in 09.
Yeah. Okay.
Lost it.
So they lose in 10 to the Celtics?
No, they won it in 10.
So, yeah, because they two-peated in 9, 10.
9, 10. They lost to 08.
Okay. So the Celtics screwed that.
So it was right after that 2010 championship they started.
Falling off, because that's when Miami played the Mavericks.
3 was it. How many times did they go back? 3?
They went 4 times in a row.
Yeah, 4 times.
They went and lost to the Mavericks, beat the Thunder, beat the Spurs, lost to the Spurs. And then
more than beat the Thunder. They swept the Thunder.
Yeah, no, they sweep them?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they what did they do? This is then I think they 4-3'd San Antonio. Then they lost 4-1 San Antonio. And then LeBron lost 4-1 to Golden State, won 4-3 to Golden State, lost 4-1 to Golden State.
I don't know.
We've pretty much come to the conclusion that the Lakers have not been good since 2010. It's been 7 years.
That's insane. That's bad for a franchise.
I'm not going to say they were bad in 11 and 12. I don't remember where, but I think 2012 was when Kobe started getting hurt when he tore his Achilles.
Tore his Achilles.
And then he still shot the free throws and he walked off still like a G. But they were bad when he did that. Because I think he played so well down the stretch that they made like the 8th seed right there, but then he couldn't play in the playoffs.
Yeah, he got hurt. So,
I don't know. I mean, I'm one of those like Laker fans. I want to see the Lakers do well. Because just growing up watching Kobe, you were like, go Lakers.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like the Lakers aren't even in talk anymore. No one talks about the Lakers.
Well, now they are.
Well, yeah, now they are.
So they're just not starting to.
Do you think that they're going to start regenerating the Laker franchise?
It's got me watching Summer League with Lonzo being there. I've never watched a Summer League game until this year. So they're going to, you're in LA. You're going to be in the news. You're going to be in the headlines. I think if they do better than the Clippers this year, then you're really going to see them get talked about. And then obviously they're going to be talk all year long of Paul George hopping ship and leaving there after next year.
Yeah.
And heading to LA, trying to take Russ with him, even though he's been shooting those rumors down. So LA is going to be in the headlines for a while to come, it seems here. Because everyone's like pointing at that as the key landing spot for one of these veteran guys that wants a ring. Which, I thought Carmelo would have made that jump. But he's going to go to a place that already has their superstars, so he doesn't have to be that, I guess.
He wants to be the 3. He wants to complete the 3.
It's been proven the big 3 wins it. How long has that been proven? Since 2000?
Yeah.
When Kobe, Shaq, and what's the guy that's a commentator now? I can't think of his name. Big guy. I don't know. He's like an analyst now. I forgot his name. And then in like 2000, what did they win? 2000. Derek Fisher was there in 2003, right?
Yeah, he was in there 2003.
Then you see in the Spurs with Duncan, Ginobili, Parker. Then LeBron and them started their big 3.
And then
Golden State really has been a big 3 with Clay, Draymond, and Steph.
That's like a big 5.
Well, now it's like a big 5.
That is. I wonder what the odds are for the Lakers to win the finals. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere. There's probably the way too early predictions.
So let me figure this. That's no help.
To get some of my football fix for the year though, since it's off season and nothing's happening, I went to the Jacksonville Sharks championship game on Monday night.
Did you?
They played the Columbus Lions of Georgia.
Columbus. Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been the lowest scoring arena game ever.
Was it really low scoring?
Well, it was 27-21. Jacksonville won it.
For an arena game,
it was
Lord.
13. No, it was 13-0.5. Jacksonville.
Wow.
I mean, it was terrible. I've never seen it. And then, trust me, I had to do like so much research because I thought the Sharks were still in the Arena Football League, the AFL, but that league is apparently falling apart. So they've come down to I forgot what it's called. Like I didn't know there was like 12 arena leagues in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think this one was called the Indoor Football League is what they're called. And I think there's like 10 teams, so it's a decent little league. And I found out that for the Sharks, because they were in the AFL, right? Mm-hmm. And this league wanted to say, hey, come to our league. And Jacksonville said, we're only going to come there if we can have 8 of our 12 games at home. So that team gets 8 home games a year.
Holy
Out
crap.
of 12.
That's
So they pretty much run that league, it looks like. This is their first year in it, I think. Maybe their second, I'm not sure. But they just won the title. They won the AFL championship in 2011 and 13, I believe.
I've been to a few. The games are exciting.
It's fun. I mean,
It's different.
like my buddy JP and I was on here last time. We were like very critical of how the guys were playing and like their technique and stuff. And we were like, well, we got to think about it for a second. They're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Like if their technique was perfect and the way they played, they would be in the big leagues. I can't remember his first name. It's weird, but Purifoy. He was a corner for Florida in 2013. Mm-hmm. He started across from Vernon. Went undrafted to the Colts and then to the Seahawks. Then went to Canada and played, which I think he still plays there. But I think it's Canada's off season. Okay. So in there, then he plays for the Lions, that Columbus team. So there was one player in there I knew. That sucks, man. Like a top recruit. He was in like a Under Armour All-American in high school.
And he didn't.
Then he went to Florida and started, and now he's playing arena football.
Wow.
Making probably, I think.
I forgot what
they said the minimum for that league. I think is $38,000 a year for a player.
So it's like
the
average.
The quarterbacks probably make like 90. But I read for the Sharks, they get put up all year in a hotel, like a 5-star hotel, all expenses paid. Only thing they have to pay for is like their food. So that's what they get to live in all year during the season. So they're not in like bouncing around. And then even when they travel, they put them in the same type of hotels. They said,
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, hey, for
38,
for I mean,
what is like average like 40 to 90 kind of?
Yeah, for $55,000 a year to do something you really like to do and get to stay in nice places. That's not too bad. Now, the off season, they might have to go get jobs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you live off $55,000? I mean, obviously, I'm living off $30 a year where I am. So it can be done, but I guarantee you none of those guys live like this. They all live probably pretty well. So that's just a little tidbit.
Sidebar.
It was cool. I hadn't been to an arena game in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I haven't been in a while, but I when I went there, it was...
The announcers are real cool because like they're really biased there, the guy over the intercom. So, and there's so much like taunting, and there actually like a fight broke out during the game. Yeah, that's the thing too. And those arenas, because they're basketball arenas, so there's like not a bad seat in there. So you're like right.
Yeah, they play in the veterans,
on top.
Right? Veterans.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that's what they call it. So I mean, there's not a bad seat, and you're like right there. And that, how the Arena Football League, there's nets, like they kick the ball, they play off the net. And this league, there's no net. The ball just goes into the stands. So that was kind of, I didn't, because I kind of like how they can catch off the net in the AFL. Because the kickers, it's only a 50-yard field, so you can hit the net every time.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit different, but it was pretty cool. I mean, it's really interactive. They do a lot of stuff like on the field. They let people go out there and mess around.
It's a very interactive.
Yeah, game. I got me and people I went with. We got in for free, which is crazy because we didn't have tickets, and we were walking up there, and this dude just like points at us. He's like, "Come here." So we all go over there, and he pointed at JP and his girlfriend. Like, y'all two want to go on the field? And she was like, no, he can go with them. So the guy's like, all right, you want to go on the field? Yeah. I said, hell yeah, I want to go on the field. So he said, all right, we're going to put y'all on, like, because it was for like a bail bonds like ad. It was just like a Jacksonville Shark like promo guys.
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to put you in like an orange jumpsuit. We're going to tie y'all together. Yeah, and you're going to do like a 3-legged race, and you got to spell out like 1-800, something bail bonds, something like that on like a board. And then you got to race back to the line so you win. They're going to take like 6 or 7 couples over there. So me and JP are stoked. He's like, all right, we're here. He's like, give me your seat number so we can come and get y'all. And we were like, oh, we don't have seats. We're walking up. And the guy goes, oh, man, really? We say, yeah. And his other little buddy next to him, he goes, wait 1 second. And he just like tears out of this like little like ticket booth they got.
Yeah.
Goes there about 5 minutes, comes back with 4 freaking tickets. He said, here you go. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Huh. So like I texted there. The dude gave me his number so I could text him. He said it'll be just after halftime, about 2 or 3 minutes into the third quarter, I'm going to text you.
That's insane.
Yeah, so he texted, and he never texted me, so I waited about halfway in the third quarter, and I texted him and said, hey, man, what's going on? I said, are we still coming down? He's like, sorry, man, we got too many contestants this year. Oh. I was like...
Well, I mean, you got free tickets.
Okay, yeah, you gave me free tickets, so screw you. I mean,
yeah.
I got in for free, so that was nice, and then beers were $9 a piece.
Well, it's a sports event.
No. There's 6 at a Jacksonville game. And I looked up their original pricing there, and they are like $5 beers, but since it was their Super Bowl, they upped everything. Oh, so I tore off and went to Hooters and watched Aaron Judge win the home run derby. But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, that arena's so nice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been.
Everything's real clean, and I'm gonna probably start going to more arena games next year because they're cheap, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like
they're
regular,
really cheap.
Regular season, you can get in there for $14.
Yeah, and they're not, and you can sit anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
They do have this sweet little section that was because ours were pretty good seats. We were like the first like elevated level, like right behind. I think it was like I don't know which end zone it was. I don't know which way that field points. To be honest with you,
I don't know
if it
either.
points north, south, or not. But so we're right behind that, and like below us, it's like a VIP area, and it's like a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like sofas and like high tops and like little waiters.
Kind of like a private
Yeah.
booth.
And there was probably about 10 people to a thing.
Kinda, yeah.
So it was like that would be.
Like,
sick
it's
to
like
sit
club
in.
like it's like club level seats.
Yeah, because you got like person brings you drinks. It looked like, and there's just food. There was so much food. I wanted to go down there so bad. I was starving. I went about to buy a $12 pork sandwich in there. I wasn't doing it.
Hooters
was better. Hooters was a lot better. So. Yeah, but go to arena football games if you can if they start up again. Really fun and cheap.
Sidebar. The odds I was talking about in the Lakers.
You looked them up, yep.
100 to 1.
100 to 1 for the Lakers to win.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
recent. That's like right now.
Yes, that is an updated. Obviously, Warriors 1 and 2.
They're really one. I mean, was it the Cavs underneath them?
3 to 1 underneath. 12 to 1 for the Spurs.
Who's higher, OKC or the Rockets?
Oh, look at this. So Rockets are 30 to 1, Thunder 60 to 1.
I think the Rockets got a better chance than the Thunder. What about so I almost guarantee you that the top 10 teams, like 7 of them are West teams, right?
Golden State, San Antonio, Clippers, Rockets, Thunder. Yeah.
6 or 6?
Yeah.
So who are the 4 East teams? Well, LeBron.
Cleveland, Boston, Wizards are East.
Yeah.
Raptors.
You know, I forgot about the Wizards. Like John Wall and them.
They balled last year.
But who do they? I mean, God, yeah, they could be.
John Wall, Bradley Beal.
Beal. I mean, I imagine they're all still there.
Otto Porter.
I think it's a big guy they lack that could really set them off. Because I mean,
they have.
They got the backcourt.
They got the backcourt. The front court's just
hurts them probably.
Yeah.
And a team like that too, like you got guys who can score, but their rebounding might not be great, and that kills you when you go against Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love.
So that's the odds.
That would actually be the team I would pull for in the East, other than LeBron and them. It'd probably be the Wizards because John Wall is
Boston. If I'm going to pull for someone in the East, Boston.
I don't like Boston because of the past with their rivalry against LeBron.
Yeah,
and their fans are kind of dicks. I'd much rather see the Wizards go.
The Raptors.
I do like the Raptors, but they just lost Kyle Lowry.
No, Kyle Lowry signed.
No.
DeMar DeRozan didn't leave.
Okay, so they're both still there. No, Kyle Lowry left. He went to the Timberwolves.
Did he really?
Sure? Didn't someone go to the Timberwolves to join Butler?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Kyle Lowry left.
No, Kyle Lowry re-signed. Remember, it was 3 years and $100 million.
Well, who went to the Timberwolves? Oh, it was Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague.
I don't know why I get him and Kyle Lowry so mixed up.
They definitely do not look the same.
I know, because Teague was with the Hawks, and then he went to the Pacers, and now, okay. Sorry about that, Kyle. So Toronto, to me, could, still in the mix.
So they have DeRozan, Lowry. They have Ibaka.
Oh, yeah, Ibaka did go there.
Valanciunas is still there. That's a big guy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd like to see them compete, too, but it's like those little teams kind of just like tear each other up in the first rounds. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's because they have to play from the bottom, and they really they have to work their way up.
Well, it's one of those things like who would you rather see face the Cavs? And it would be the Celtics because they have the most talent.
Yeah. Now they do.
Yeah. If you're trying to see the Cavs get knocked off. But then to me, it's like, well, if you want to see a team go to the Eastern or go to the finals as the Eastern team other than the Cavs, it's like, well, I want like John Wall to go or I want Toronto and them to go. So it's like, yeah, I want them to go, but I don't think they can beat LeBron. So, all right. I can't believe I forgot and got those guys mixed up. I do it all the time, I swear. So, all right. Well, that's about what we got for you guys today. Just a lot of recapping and talk about the fight a little more. Nothing in the news, no, big signings, something like that. Just, the recapping awards, which we did that there was I don't want to call it the All Star Break an award show, but we recapped, who won and all that stuff. A little bit of NBA talk, just expectations. So not a whole lot this week. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more action in this coming week.
Should start getting more NFL.
The NFL, when it starts, it's going to blow up. Like the talk for NFL and the news is going to go crazy.
So
I look forward to that. I can't wait to dig into all that stuff. And then, we talked a little about Summer League. We can probably continue on that because it's not over yet.
No, they're doing championships in Vegas. So
yep. So that'll be cool to talk about when that's ready. Hopefully Lonzo and them might go get it. But I only want the Lakers to do good in that because I like Brandon Ingram. He's amazing to me for a young guy. So, all right, everybody, that's about all we got for you. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram. Check out our SoundCloud.
We just got a website up and running.
Yep, we started the website. I think it's just roundtablesportstalk.com.
Yep.
Simple and easy.
You'll see our shows on there on the homepage. Eventually, we're going to get into live videos when get more topics like the NFL.
Yeah, so. Once the season starts, then we can go a little more crisply and have a little more like in stats and stuff to really pull off of. We're going to start doing some live shows maybe on Facebook or however we can do it. And, just go to our website and check out our SoundCloud. Any feedback and comments and topics you want to throw at us that we can do.
There's a contact form on the website. You can fill it out, get your email. We can talk.
Yeah, catch up with us, and it would obviously if you get to us quick, you're gonna be, your question or your topic is gonna be probably one of the first things we do when we come on.
Yep. So
anything for you guys. So let us know, and we'll see you all next week.
Good evening. That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
Wait a minute. Oh, my.
That's this week's episode of Roundtable Sports Talk podcast with your hosts, Austin and Brett. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Roundtable Sports Talk. Thank you for listening.